I'm leaving for Punta Cana tomorrow and I'm all packed and ready. And I want to do a quick tutorial on how to fill out the e-ticket for the Dominican Republic. So this is required to fill out. It's really easy. People make a big deal out of it. It's also free. And some people get scammed this way. They go on the wrong website. So I'm going to put the official website in the description, but often your airline will provide the official link and you can fill it out right through your airline's app. And that's actually what I did. I am flying JetBlue, so they provided me the link and I did it directly through the app. Now in this video, I'm gonna show you the mobile version because I think most people are probably filling it out on their phone. Last year, I did do a desktop version, which I will link in the description in case you wanna fill it out on the computer, but it is the same either way. Now, if you are filling it out on your cell phone, you want to make sure you have all of the information that you need before starting. So you're going to need your passport number, flight information, the flight number, and the confirmation number. And you're going to need all of this for any passengers that you're filling this out for. So yes, you can fill it out for multiple passengers on one ticket, which I'm going to walk you through right now. But first, since you are traveling soon, I have an amazing discount for you on one of my favorite travel products from Finalizing. It is their MagSafe phone holder, and I've been using this so much recently because you can take it anywhere. So it's perfect in the car, but then I can just remove it and use it on the airplane, in hotels, and I even use it at home a lot. And I have tried a lot of phone holders over the years, but this one has some of the strongest vacuum suction that I've ever seen. So it actually stays put and you can literally just rinse it off with water to keep the suction strong. And again, my followers are getting an exclusive discount, which you can find all of the information in the description. Time to fill out the e-ticket. The whole process should take around 15 minutes. And since we're doing it on our mobile phones, you're most likely doing this through your airline app. So that means you want to collect all of the information you need ahead of time, including your ticket and flight number and your passport number, and all of the same information for anyone else that you're filling this out for. Another important note is that if you're not filling this out through your airline app, you want to make sure you are on the official site, which I will list in the description. There are scam sites out there, and this is completely free to fill out, so you should not be paying any money for this. So up in the right-hand corner, you can choose to get this in English, although sometimes some of the words do still come up in Spanish. And then it's going to ask you if you are traveling with someone else. And if you are, hit yes, and you can fill out this one application for up to 6 people. Then it's gonna ask you about your group, whether you are family members, couple, friends, and you can see here the words are still in Spanish, so you might have to do a little bit of translating, but then it's gonna give you an application code, and this is where you're going to want to screenshot this. That way, if there's a glitch or you lose your place, whatever happens, you can enter in this application code and pick up where you left off rather than starting from scratch. Then the next part of the application is just general information, so your permanent address, country of residence, city, state, postal code, those types of things. And then this is where some people get mixed up. It's going to ask you if you want to fill this out for your arrival or departure. So you're going to pick arrival first, but don't worry because at the end of the application, you can also do it for your departure. So then the next part is where you're going to fill out the migratory information, which is what they call it. So basically your names, date of birth, reason for travel, and your gender, those types of things. And then it's gonna next ask you for your flight numbers and all of the flight information. Next, it's going to ask for travel purpose and if you are participating in any sports like ATVs or jet skis. And then this part's a little confusing. Do you wish to apply for the $10 tourist card reimbursement? I always hit no. They have this in there because I know I said this is free, but some airlines are still putting the $10 into your flight ticket. And I think you can apply for a reimbursement or something, but I just never want to complicate it, so I just hit no. Next, hit update information. Now it's time for customs. And all of these questions are very typical of what you'll see if you travel, and you're going to toggle them to no. If any of them are yes for you, then it definitely becomes a more complicated process. You're going to hit next, and it's going to ask you in Spanish, even though it's supposed to be in English, if anyone has helped you fill out this form. You're going to say no. And then it's going to ask you to accept the terms. So you're going to hit OK. So it's going to ask you if you want to complete the ticket for departure. So you're going to say yes to keep the process easy. And I should have mentioned this earlier because there's a lot of confusion about the embarkation versus the disembarkation port. So when you are coming into the Dominican Republic, the embarkation port is going to be the last airport that you left from. So if you have a layover, it's going to be the last airport that you left to get into the Dominican Republic, and then your disembarkation port is going to be one of the ones from the Dominican Republic. When you are leaving, your embarkation port is going to be one of the ones from the Dominican Republic, and then the disembarkation port is going to be the first airport that you are arriving into. The ticket is now complete. It does give you these QR codes. I would screenshot it. They also ask if you want to download it. I was not able to do that in the JetBlue app, but honestly, I've never really been asked for them, but I'd like to have them on hand just in case, because the whole idea is for the airline to make sure you fill these out, upload them, and that's the only way you can get your boarding pass. So the airline is the one that checks them to make sure that you filled it out. But again, I like to have mine on me just in case. And keep following, because I am uploading a full walkthrough of the Punta Cana airport coming soon, along with an honest review of a resort I just stayed at, plus a lot more Punta Cana content. So keep following me at 3 Days and Tres Noches. It would mean the world to me if you like and subscribe, and you can also find me on Instagram and TikTok.